Meet the Artist has been around for years, and while it's not as popular as it once was, I still think it'll be fun to share more about myself with you guys. Starting off, we've got me drawing a pose and trying to figure out what to do with the legs. Anatomy, not my strong suit, but one of my goals for this year is to get better at it. So you'll see me here trying to draw a pose that wasn't too stiff, hopefully, and not too much action because I can't really do that at this point. You'll see me roughing a few sketches, I guess. Here's me messing around with the legs, but I'll do a couple of base sketches just to try and get my pose down pat, and then flipping the canvas, making sure that it's not too lopsided, which, spoiler alert, the legs really sway to one side. But here you see me starting to rough in the facial features and the general shape. So I've got this really fun jean jacket that I picked up a bit earlier in the year because it's winter in Australia. It's nice and oversized, and it's like my favorite piece of clothing at the moment. So I thought I'd draw myself in that. I'm holding my iPad in my left hand, I guess, and wearing my chucks, which I love. They're run down, they've been bleached because they've gotten stained, but I really do just enjoy wearing them. Here's the funky legs I'm trying to fix. Thank God Photoshop has a transform tool, because I don't know what I would have done without it. God forbid I try and put pen to paper and have to fix a mistake. Here I am just roughing in a pencil in my hand. Well, the Apple Pencil, I should say, just because I use that to draw my iPad, obviously. I did draw this on my computer because I've got the Huion pen display tablet, and my brother's allowed me to use this Photoshop account. Again, thanks Shane. And I'm just trying to figure out how to use Photoshop. I've always thought that line art is one of like my least favorite things to do, and it's just, I can't get the line variation down to look nice. That's my thoughts, I guess. But I think I did an alright job with this. I think I used one of the Kyle pen brushes that come with Photoshop, which honestly, godsend. Thanks, Kyle, whoever you are. And the lines don't seem to be too shaky, which is thanks to the smoothing option in Photoshop, saving my life once again. Anyway, here I am just drawing in the line art for the jacket. Just trying to figure out the shapes a little bit. I didn't want to go too detailed in with the jacket because way back in the past when you first discover how to draw clothing folds, I was like, whoa, I had to draw every single fold, and I feel like I've gone to the opposite of that now and try and draw as little folds as possible, get the shapes down first, and then add in the folds with the shading, which you guys will see a bit later. I added in the iPad with the rectangle tool. Then it was onto the jeans and the chucks. After I finished with the clothes, it was time to get onto the coloring side of things. So I just used the select tool, select the outside shape, and then invert it, and it selects most of it, but I just had to make a few adjustments there. But it's a really handy hack. I then add all of my layer colors with a clipping mask, and I segment them a little bit. So I do the skin tone separately, and you'll see me do all the clothes and hair color, all of that separate. And then on top of that clipping mask, I would then add the shading. So with my hair, I just did it as brown. It's sort of dyed blonde at the moment, but I couldn't get that like half blonde, half brown to communicate in this style, which I haven't even figured out yet. So I didn't want to push myself and make it look weird. You'll see me futz around with it a little bit, try and make it work, but I think I just stayed with brown overall. So after I get the basic clothing colors in, I changed the color of the line art to a brown. It's a bit less harsh than pure black. And then I quickly got the, I guess, color palette for my YouTube channel, which is like purples, orange, and blues. And I used like this bright purple for the shading, which I actually really like the look of. It's better than just dull colored shading. I don't know how well it communicates on the pants, it just looks like there's a glow, but I don't mind the look of it. So if you can stretch your imagination a little bit, I did really enjoy doing like the shading in this like fuchsia purpley color. For the skin shading, I went with the orange, like a pretty deep orange. I think it works well. Obviously the shading's not too detailed, and with this style with line art, which is a bit different to like my painterly style, I don't know how to breach the two styles together, so I just wanted to leave it as solid shell shades rather than trying to mix the two styles. With the shoelaces, I just did a stroke layer on top of them. A quick hack, because I didn't want to individually outline each shoelace. So for the iris, I've got green eyes, but I just did some of that fuchsia shading because I didn't want to add too many colors. You can see me messing around with the hair a little bit. And I just added the purple shading again. I tried changing the line art to blonde, but it didn't really work. So I went back to that brown, but I did duplicate the line art underneath and blur it to give it less of like a solid look, I suppose. It has a really nice effect, and I've seen other YouTube channels do it. So that's majority of me done. I go back and mess around with it a bit later, but I thought it'd be cool to add in some stats, I guess, for the Meet the Artist, because I wanted to make it a bit more my own. I saw that some other artists in a quick Google search did the same thing, but I just wanted to get like 5 artistic attributes down, I guess, and see the progress of them. So I wouldn't say that these are like from start to finish, it's just like my progress in one level of the artistic attribute that I've assigned. So I just did like some basic things like color theory, and then I duplicated that text layer 5 times just so that I could have the same font size and everything. Also added my main goals of anatomy, perspective, style, and speed in addition to color theory. Really want to improve on those 5 skills this year, so we'll see how we go. And then I just sort of locked in how I think I'm going currently. Quick shoot forward, because I did forget to record me starting my likes and dislikes. But anyway, I did this little heart and broken heart for likes and dislikes. So I really like my dogs. I thought it'd be cool to do like little emojis, I guess, to demonstrate that. So I got dogs here. That bowl of food that you see is curry, which is like my favorite food of all time. Favorite snacks, cookies, which is just below that. I actually enjoy running, and I also enjoy sleeping. With dislikes, I dislike an alarm waking me up from my sleep. Seafood, not the biggest fan. I don't like the heat. I prefer to be nice and cool. So in summer, aircon is always on. And in contrast to the running from earlier, I don't like weight sort of exercises. So that's what this little gym guy represents. So just a little bit about myself, I guess, if you guys were interested. I guess that's the point of the Meet the Artist challenge, is to get to know me a little bit better. And I can get to know you guys a bit better if you guys let me know in the comments what you like and dislike, and if you like anything that I do. Also, let me know how I did with this challenge. I know that there's so many different variations of how to do it, and My one I thought would just be nice and simple, just to start out. Didn't want to push myself too much. Also, up here, I'm just putting in my tag. I've recently done a quote-unquote rebrand of my YouTube channel. I had 7 videos. I just changed it to BIDØ draws so that I can be consistent across all social media. So my Instagram, TikTok, and hopefully my YouTube, if I ever break 100 subscribers, can be BIDØ draws. And here I've got like concentric circle that I've made for my channel. It's in my banner, and I've just put it in the back here. And then I just added a drop shadow to me. And here's the finished piece. I hope you guys like the piece. I'm actually really happy with it, considering I'm not used to this sort of style. As always, if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it.